Let's go ahead and finish up that buy screen that we started earlier. So we left on charts. Since we left, I've uploaded a couple more charts and I've placed them. I'm just going to go ahead and explain how I did this again earlier in the video. So I'm going to bring up charts I like. So I'm going to go to my load. So again, I right clicked. I've already had them saved, so I'm going to go to load settings. And I'm just going to bring some new charts in, what I think are a little bit cleaner to look at. Okay. Next step is we're gonna go to tools and market clock. I like that market clock. I just right clicked the border there to bring up this window. I'm gonna put click this no title bar for now. It just puts this thing here. It makes it a lot easier to drag around. So I'm gonna put that somewhere around here. I'm gonna want position, so I want to trade. I'm gonna click positions. So there's, oh, that's a big window, so we'll shrink that way up. I'm gonna drag that somewhere down here. We'll go to trades again, orders. Order window is a pretty important one. You wanna know if you have live orders out in the market. So we'll shrink that up, drag that down here somewhere. What else are we gonna need? So trade, we're gonna need a montage, most importantly. So we got our montage, quotes, time and sales. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see this with the demo, but if you have full data view, obviously most people are going to want their time and sales. So you can see the order flow. So we got our time and sales. And what else do we need? Quotes. Yeah, we're going to go to quotes. We're going to go to market viewer. Yeah, so I've already edited this, but that's alright. If you get a market viewer, so yeah, you'll probably get something that looks like that, awfully random. But that's alright. So we can maybe just go ahead and make all this fit somehow. I'm going to get rid of this title bar now. We'll shrink that up. I'm going to right click on all the charts on the top. I'm going to get rid of their title bar because I don't plan on moving them much anymore. There we go. Now they have a little more room. Same with the time and sales. I'm probably going to do that for every window. You don't have to do that. I just prefer that. It just makes more room, screen space. I like trying to maximize things. So shrink that up. Don't have to be too perfect right now, especially if you guys are just starting out. You pretty well change this layout every day as you figure out new things you like and how you like them. Just trying to make sure you're not forgetting anything what important you want for your buy screen. You know what, we're gonna do this. Something like that. So your market viewer is obviously gonna look a little bit different than mine. So you can right click it. Pretty well every tab in DAS is editable. So if you right click and go to configure, so right away we see all these bars here. They're different colors, so we can go ahead and change them. I personally have mine all black. It's up to you how you want to use your market viewers. Just remember, you change one, it will only change one right now, but when you reload DAS, every market viewer what you change will come to that settings. It's kind of a pain in the ass. So if you change fonts to bigger, smaller, it'll be fine for what you're using it, but when you reload it, it'll all change to those last previous fonts. So I don't think I have any of that, so that's all black. And right here, right away at the bottom, so yeah, so I have an 8, all those lines are on. You can change the columns, you'll have a whole bunch of them in. You can just see right away, you see the settings I like. So you can do whatever you want. You start with change. I take mine out for change percent, so we can look at the change percent day. but you'll go ahead and go through all these settings and you'll pick what you like. So that's our market viewer, and we'll have positions. Right click on it and we can do the same pretty well all the same things that we just did with the market viewer. We can change all that. So I'm just gonna get some of the stuff I don't really care about out there, just so we can shrink the window up a little bit. Care about my realized, unrealized on my trading window. You guys might. I recommend what you try not to look at it, but if you feel you need it, that's all right. Average cost, shares. I don't really need my account unless it's gonna make me use it. Account, yeah. So I gotta have my account. Okay, so let's see if it lets us use that. Yep, so there we go. There's our position windows. And shrink that right up so we don't get that scroll bar if we don't need it. Get rid of that title bar. So all our open positions are going to show up in that window now. Here we go. Maybe I should take that title bar off for now so you can see what we got open here. That'll probably make things quite easier, as long as you know how we do that. So there's your, yeah, you can see what we're doing here. So you have your montage, your orders. So same thing, you can go through. We won't do that right now. So we come up to a little bit different window, but you can figure all that out. You can move this over, click them up, down, move them over to the ones you want. So you guys can figure that out on your own. Your montage. So right away, I'm going to highlight something. This is going to be your most important tool on DAS. So it's going to help you guys out a lot. Is this little anchor button. And I'll just leave that right there for the video. We'll put an arrow and we'll make it obvious. So we're going to take our mouse now and we're going to click on that anchor and we're going to drag it over to every window it lets us do it. What we want linked to this montage. You don't have to do it to every window. So if you watch what I do now, I'm going to type in SPY. There we go. So everything's linked. So every time we change a chart, since we're linked to our market viewer, I can click Google and they all come up Google. Oh, we do get time of sales data for some stocks. That's good on the. So composite. So everything's switching. So when we use that anchor, this becomes our anchor point. Everything gets linked. So that's our quickest thing. So we can put our watch list in here. Say we're watching Apple. I don't know, some low floats. BT, some junk, Moxie, it don't matter. But we can just click on here and we can just bring them up real quick. So that can be your watch list. Any open order is going to show up here, your positions, your buy, blah, blah, blah. So whenever you're making trades, this is what you're seeing.